The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. On 1st and 10, Dobbs. And his first look is incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Dobbs now on 2nd down. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Dobbs. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Webb to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef, they want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On second down, Webb finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Webb now. Webb can't escape as he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On is the Chargers punter now. Eli Rogers back deep for the Steelers. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And taken right at the 35. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Ohio! Ohio!
Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. Goes underneath for Bell. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! White 90! White 90! Hey!
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Grand 38! Grand 38!
Out of the gun, Dobbs. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Sturgis for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Switzer now to return. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Now a play fake here on first down. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Let's go!
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38! Ohio! Ohio!
On first down, Dobbs to throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Let's go! Brad 38!
Here's Dobbs to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Though we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter, here's another good example.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Come on, let's go! What? 90! What? 90! Check 4, check 4!
Dobbs is throwing, trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off.
Here we go now! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw on second down, here's Webb. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Webb now from the gun. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Sadly, that's the type of run we've seen from these guys this year, ranked 32nd last in the NFL.
But there is good news because there's nowhere to go but up. Unfortunately, up might have to wait until next season.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
On 2nd down, Dobbs. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they'll get this down to the 10. Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line.
Come on, let's go.
Now Bell. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
He'll get it up the middle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Come on, let's go. White 90.
Here's Bell. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. And it bangs off the right upright. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Here we go now.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Webb. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now Dobbs. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Green 39! Green 39! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
To throw on 2nd down. Webb complete. It's Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Over! Hurry up, here we go!
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Webb. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man. In there to get him for a loss of 5. What will Webb try to do here after the sack as he brings his guys up 3rd and long?
Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun, it's Webb. Going deep here for Allen. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6.
Now let's go!
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They give it to him running left, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The Chargers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Now let's go.
Now Webb. Hard throw, incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And Sturgis able to knock it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Buying time to his left. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Ohio. Ohio.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going deep for Brown. And this one is incomplete. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good.
Life after death. I make the sacrifice and super duper fly. Used to keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I became 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already lived. It was written in the children's story. Their life's a so what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could tell me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Dead presidents, drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm. Have it stars. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the I'm a player on the late night tip. So they see the prototype.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Switzer now to return. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
To throw from his end zone. Webb wide open. It's Allen complete. He's at the 50. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 99 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. So how about that for a backbreaker? Again, 99 yards.
And how about the audacity of the play call? When you're backed up that close to your goal line, usually you're just trying to run some type of a wedge play, a quarterback sneak, a dive, anything to try and create some room and take care of the ball. But that's confidence in your offensive line that they'll protect the guy throwing it, and he finds his guy for 99 yards. I love what they just did.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play.
For me, that was an example of why offensive linemen might want rearview mirrors at times, because you have your assignments to block, but if you can see what's going on in the backfield and maybe the guy carrying the ball is headed in another direction, it might change what you do up front. But if they can't see that and he's not in sync with what they're doing up front, well, this is when you end up with plays like this. A bad one for the offense, a really good one for the defense.
On second down, it's Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Come on, let's go. Brad 38.
A give to Bell. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. Well, as an offense, some drives you have it, some drives you don't. And this one looks like a you don't.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was third and long. It was screaming for a pass. I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play. They didn't fool him at all.
Went in the wrong direction. And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll run it with Bell. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a first down, but the field goal team is out onto the field. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Switzer now to return. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
On the counter, here's Bell. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The give is to Bell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Again to the fullback on the dive. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Out come the Chargers. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And now they'll take a knee here. And my partner now is speechless, and so am I. And down to a knee. Well, that's one option. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
All right, here we go.
And surprisingly, they take a knee. I have no idea why they would take a knee, but they take a knee. On is the Chargers punter now. Back deep to receive, Eli Rogers. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And take it right on the 30. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Our first update now comes from Atlanta, and it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90.
And what in the world? Not sure if he just heard a whistle there or what, but for some reason he spiked the football.
Come on, let's go.
And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Jones.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39! Hot!
To throw on 2nd down. Webb, throw left side complete. It's Henry. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Over!
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. Room here to run. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Webb. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Hot!
From the gun, Webb. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Over!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Set! 3-19!
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want...
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Sturgis adds the PAT, and that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. He's going deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Detroit!
Gordon. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Webb. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Gone!
Now Webb. And this is going to be incomplete. The veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go! What?
On 1st and 10, Dobbs. This one complete, right side to McDonald. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Dobbs now on 2nd down. And a big loss moves here as he's taken down. Corey Legion able to get in and bury him well behind the line for a loss of 17. The Steelers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be third and forever.
Here we go.
Throwing here. Dobbs. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
And that's a down and distance coaches always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
This is Gordon. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They run it here with Gordon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Sturgis for the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go. What?
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And I think the ball's out and picked up by the Chargers. There he goes right side. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. The message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Back to throw Dobbs. Over the middle here to Brown. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that one will be accepted. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Dobbs to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Let's go. Brad 38. Brad 38.
To throw is Dobbs. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. John Simon in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Over the middle, complete. It's Bell. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. Now Jones. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. An NFL update. 2nd quarter now in Jacksonville. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. All right, now, look at.
They'll start the 3rd quarter on the ground with Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now they try the right side here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
All right, here we go.
Here's Gordon. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger 1st.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on. Sturgis adds the PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And that's going to be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Hey, boys, got 4 down.
Dobbs. And he finds McDonald. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
And McDonald here over the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Dobbs to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Dobbs to throw. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Ohio! Come on, let's go!
Out of the gun, Dobbs. This is Bell on the dump off. And he's got this down to the 35. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Dobbs now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Dobbs. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. Gets past one man, and he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the 2nd half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Now Gordon. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Leopard.
To throw on second down, here's Webb. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Webb. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back.
Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Hey. 4 down. 5-2 is the mic.
Dobbs is throwing. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the fourth quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Take the edge. Go.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Watch it now, Barney. Watch it now, Barney.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Caught left side, Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
You're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Give them a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
Goes underneath for Bell. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now Dobbs. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year.
Flex round.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38. Ohio.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, here we go.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
The Chargers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ohio! Ohio!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Flex round! Flex round!
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So for our visitors, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll have another road date next week.